Radio 104.1. I am your host for the evening, Miguel Colon Jr., and I'm joined in virtual studio with my two good friends and two amazing Orlando comedic personalities, the godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller. What up, Ken?
What's up, man? I was chilling all day. I got home from Miami at 3 o'clock in the morning. Great shows this weekend, bro. I was listening. I was listening to Jay-Z, bro. And Jay-Z said a line. It was him, him and Nas had the back and forth.
Yeah,
He said,
2001, 2002-ish.
this dude said, when the grass is cut, the snakes
come show.
I gotta thank the little homie Nas for
that.
He called him Nas.
Nas, yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh, bro. It's like when white people say Tupac.
Yeah, especially when it's like a dignified reporter, and I'm like, so you did your research, and at no point during your research did you hear anyone call him Pac. They're like, Karen, I'm hearing about this Tupac. Is this a relative of Tupac? Is this a
What's the white guy that used to be the news guy on MTV?
Kurt Loder.
Can you imagine Kurt Loder calling him Tupac?
Yeah, Kurt Loder. They hired Kurt Loder on MTV because they were like, listen, we're a bunch of degenerate kids. We need somebody to be the parent. Kurt Loder was like, I'll do it. I'll do it. Because sometimes a news story had to be like read by Idalis or by like Bill Bellamy. And then every now and then they were like, yo, give that one to Kurt.
Yeah.
The Soviet Union just, give it to Kurt.
Kurt. Remember how the news came on? It was like
ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
It was like a little tight.
And they would just turn to the camera like they didn't realize you were going to be there. Like, hi, I'm Kurt Loder here with MTV News. Bill, I'll get this one.
Yeah.
The Soviet Union has fallen. Yeah.
Tupac was shot in the Soviet Union tonight.
Yeah. Serena also, you're going to fill in for me when we need a white to explain what's going on with the news. Other than that, Idalis, what's happening in fashion? You know, if a rapper got shot, then they made sure the black anchor dealt with it. But like, if it affected world like economies, they were like, Kurt, you wanna talk about this AIDS thing?
You might be who? I'm trying to think which one of them announced that Leah died.
Oh, let's see.
You might be right, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, they like, hey, wake up, Sway. Leah just died. Yeah, we got Kurt, man. What's going on with the Taliban?
Kurt, the only VJ over over there fighting.
Yeah,
by the Taliban fighting.
I'm with the 23rd Marine Expeditionary Unit in Kandahar. We're trying to get news. Sway, where are you? I'm out. I'm outside Junior's Cheesecake. He got a new video coming out.
Yo, this dude Kurt in Qatar. And next up, TLC.
Yeah. hey, Kurt been in the game so long. He's in there in Qatar. He's got a flak jacket on, that black press helmet, and he's like, "Next up, TLC." And then he looks over to the guy. I want us to move in a pincer formation around these rocks. Hey, somebody give me the horn right now. I want to make sure Artie's ready to go. You know, Kurt Loder calling in plays.
But no, Kurt Loder always like delivered like the hard hitting. Like, it just made you get in that mood. Like, oh boy, who died?
Kurt Loder was coming on, man. That's 9/11.
Hey guys, that other voice you're hearing right now is our co-host Patricio from With the Side of Chaos podcast. And Patricio, do you guys remember? Was it Kurt Loder? Wasn't he the one talking about the new heroin that came out in Belly? Like, remember in the bathroom scene? It's like either Sharina also or Kurt Loder. They were like, we want to make sure the people believe this. I just remember DMX is in the shower, and they're like, yo, this would be a great time. You think Suchin Pak can handle this? Kurt. Because Kurt will let you know. Like, because if Sway broke a story and he was like, we're seeing rebel movement in Pakistan, and I'll be like, and then Kurt comes on, he's like, there's some vehicles moving in Pakistan. I'm like, Kurt, what do we need to do? You know?
Hey, if Sway did it, I'm like, there's a Pakistan in New York?
Yeah. What's that? What nickname for borough is that? I remember Left Rat Queens. They call it Iraq. So where's Pakistan? This is a good story.
Sway, like, you ever remember when Kurt wasn't available? Like, they had the second, like, I remember at one time, like, Carson Daly was delivering stuff on
It's
TRL.
hard though, because Carson Daly's like outside. There's 500 little girls screaming with signs behind him, and he's like, "That's right, the second tower has fallen." They're like, "I love you, Carson." Yeah, we're getting reports right. We're going live with Sway. Sway, where you at? Yeah, guys, I'm in the Woo Manor right now. We're holding down. We're gonna go live on the scene with Ghostface.
I'll be real with you, dude. I really miss MTV and BET and VH1.
Yeah.
The original videos. Bro, the basement.
Live from the basement,
go
Rap
down
City,
there and you freestyle in the basement, bro.
Hey,
like,
106 in Park.
Yeah,
106 in Park.
106 in Park. The thing about 106 in Park was it was like, what if TRL knew how to handle themselves and be a little chill? What if TRL? What if the kids from TRL knew they were on TV and were acting right? Because TRL, they just be screaming, 106 in Park, they raise their hand.
Yeah.
I like to ask T.I. a question. You know, I want to ask T.I. a question. Okay, girl, you can ask him a question. Hey, T.I., hey, girl. And on 106 in Park, S.T.I., S.T.I. Carson Daly just
them shows were needed to do, like, to sell records back when people
Yeah.
bought records and CDs.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, for instance, you know the group Escape, right?
Yeah.
So one of the lead, she was the lead singer, but they all were singers. She left the group to do her own thing, like a gospel thing.
Yeah.
But she was a super shady person, and her gospel album sold like 600 copies. I don't even think it was 600, bro.
It went cork.
It went cork, bro. And but you got to think, man. People don't buy albums like that like you did in '99.
Yeah.
Where if you had the #1 video on TRL. You were going to have the #1 CD that week.
Yeah, 100%.
You were going to have the #1 CD that week, 100%.
I remember Rap City on Saturdays. They would do the Rap City Top 10.
The top 10.
Yeah, and then they would always
out somewhere like
and they would always have that honorable mention or something. I forget what it was called, but it was after number 2, right before number 1. It was a track that didn't make the top 10, and usually was kind of like from an artist you really like, but it had got a lot of traction. I remember Brooklyn Zoo was on there from ODB. It was the first time I saw ODB video. And I used to have my VHS tape ready to tape something new when it came out. And I remember I would watch Rap City's top 10 because I always wanted to see that track. Because sometimes the top 10 would get boring because you like, yeah, I get it. Warning, it's going to be number 1 again. You know, like,
Eminem, Guilty Conscience.
Yeah, it's going to be,
But they would do whoever the artist was on that week, he would pick his top 10.
That was the best.
Yeah,
that was the best.
Eminem was on, and his #1 video was Time for Some Action, Redman, because Redman was his favorite rapper. Yeah. So dude, man, I miss the video days, bro. I really miss the video days.
Did you have a video? Like, because back then we jumped through all of them, even though like we'd be big hip hop heads. I still watch some stuff on VH1. I still watch some stuff on MTV. I would jump through like CMT every now and then. And back then there would be like a song that was out of your music genre, that was something you wouldn't be expected to like, but you get excited when it came on because you couldn't just control music back then, and you didn't buy those albums. I remember the song that it was Gretchen Wilson. What was that song? I'm a redneck woman, and I would be zipping through channels like, oh, there she is again, and I would get into the song because now you could just be like, I want to pick up that song, I want to hear that one song right now. But back then you'd be like, I either have to buy the album, which I'm not, or just wait from this random song to come on every now and then.
Now, see, I grew up in Chicago, and I didn't have cable or MTV till like I was 12, 13 years old till we moved down here to Florida. And the one thing that we had, I don't know if y'all had it at your age. Do you ever have the channel? The Box.
The Box.
Yeah, the Box.
Yeah, the Box.
The
yeah,
box
bro.
They just did a documentary on the Box.
Here's $15. Hopefully that song you paid for plays.
Yeah.
You know? You always believe it was you, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because like on the Box, you would see the same video back to back to back because people just kept paying that $2.99 to hear Bone Thugs and Harmony Crossroads.
Yeah. Imagine that, man. Kids wouldn't even be able to understand that now. Be like, what do you mean you paid? And then they played it like 7 times. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a song, B, and y'all gonna clown me. It was 2002, I think, and I was overseas with the prayers, and at that time it wasn't that many English channels, so they had a video channel, and it was a song called the Ketchup Song. And it was these 3 Spanish chicks on the beach just dancing, and they used to do the dance like this. And it was and dude, I don't know what it is. I love that song. But if you go look at the video, it's just 3 beautiful Spanish women on the beach dancing, and I have no idea what they're talking about. And it's called the Ketchup Song. And I watched it for the simple fact it was 3 beautiful Spanish women in the video.
The Ketchup Song.
I remember that
song.
song. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've never heard of this, man. Yeah.
Bro, never heard that song.
I've
never heard that song.
Dude, I remember
Day on the Beach.
When did Bop come out?
Bop came out like what, 98?
96.
96.
97. I was in Thailand, and that was the first time I ever heard the song because over there, once again,
not a lot of American.
You ain't getting a lot of American music. So it was Bop was the jam. And I was like, yo, this is my joint. So I'm on bass. I got the cassette player. I got the casingle.
Yeah.
I got the casingle. And I'm riding around bumping this Bop until I pull up to a light. Hey, then I pull up to a light and I'm like,
Hey, one of the moments where I caught myself slipping hard was I was at the club. I was in my early 20s, and that Pussycat Dolls "Don't You Wish Your Boyfriend Sing" song came on, and I'm sitting there. Hey, I'm by myself with a drink. I'm like, "Don't you wish your boyfriend?" I'm like, "Oh, catch yourself."
Now, son, loosen up my buttons.
Loosen up my buttons,
man, bro. Loosen up my buttons, man. Come on, that was my damn song. That was
the
my
worst
ringtone, bro.
Now you see, in this day and age, you don't got to be ashamed of that. Like, if you a man and you love that other side of music, like they will embrace you. Like,
it's not about Patricio. It's about me. You don't have a father, so you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Everybody know this show full of thugs until you come on.
Patricio, I'm rocking pink today because Cameron did it. Yeah, not because it's acceptable. It's still making people wonder.
No, you know how many times I've lost myself at the club listening to Taylor Swift.
Yes,
and
Patricio.
A bunch of white girls just jumping all around me. Come on.
Yes, Patricio. And then y'all go out for brunch and talk about dudes' dongs. You know.
All right, it was that one time.
I remember first time I saw that.
He said dongs, me. What an idiot, bro.
I remember first time I saw that Bop video, I was like, okay, these girls can get it.
Yeah. Yeah, Patricia, you gotta understand, we thugs, bro. The only reason I record up in this room because I live with my parents like Mitch.
Yeah, yo, money making Mitch.
How you money making Mitch and you live with your parents? Like, what are we doing? You share a room with your little brother, but you the money maker? What are we doing, Mitch? Come on, get your life together, Mitch.
I wear a bracelet that says, "What would Cameron do?" And I'm just massaging this all day long. All day long.
I watched the interview with Jim Jones the other day. They hate Mace.
Yeah,
they hate
Mace so much it makes you want to like him a little because you're like, somebody gotta like you.
Yo, no, but you ever have somebody celebrity hate somebody? You be like, man, you know what? I don't even like. I ain't like Mace that much either.
Yeah,
never had to do it in my life. I don't know Cameron. I don't know Jim Jones. I'm like, yeah, I don't like. If y'all don't like him, I can't stand him either, bro.
He never was good to nobody anyway.
That's why he was always number 2.
Yeah, and Beth. We gonna rise to the top.
I love Mace, dude. I'm just messing with you. I love him. Y'all know I love everything Bad Boy. I love everything Bad Boy, dude. Bad Boy defined my military days, man. Bad Boy is all my military days, bro.
And you know, that's something that I don't know if it's as big of a deal in music anymore. And we're gonna go to a commercial, but when we come back, I do want to talk about the fact that I don't know if musical artists influence as much to the consumer as they used to do in the 90s, because in the 90s the way I dressed was reflected on my artists. The way everything I did, you could tell me about a liquor and that was what I was going to drink because of the artist. When we come back, I want to discuss kind of where music has gone now, and is it as influential, or is it just our online influencers more influential than these big major artists? You're listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host, Miguel Colon Jr., and joined in studio today, as always, the godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller, and from With the Side of Chaos podcast, Patricio. During the break, we were just talking
real quick, man. James isn't here. We got to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Bill's got to get paid. Ching, 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 ching.
Miracle from Miracle's Kitchen is one of our sponsors. Go to Instagram, Facebook, search Miracle's Kitchen, and he's been popping up doing some cooking and stuff out there like that. Miracle, I'm so sorry James didn't give us the stuff to talk about.
I'll just make stuff up. 6 times James Beard Award winner, 2-star Michelin chef. If you guys don't know, he was Barack Obama's favorite chef.
he cooked in the White House for Obama.
Yeah. And then he just didn't want to do it because he didn't like the hours.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, hey, man, this is everyday thing.
And our other sponsor, Todd Bogue, 2018 Magician of the Year. He's in Daytona doing some comedy shows, so make sure you check him out. And Todd Bogue, he has this thing coming up in June where he's going to make the eyesore on I-4 disappear. So make sure you are there for that.
I watched Todd Bogue. I watched Todd Bogue shoot himself in the chest. Shot himself in the chest with a gun. And we were all like, oh! And he was all leaning forward. And then he started pulling out cotton from it. I was like, what's going on here? And then he was like, hey, Miguel, you need to put your wallet somewhere safer. And I was like, ah! Yeah. Todd Bogue did a trick one time where he opened up my yearbook and there was a picture of me now. I don't even know.
Hey, yeah. I'm tell you, 2018 Magician of the Year. I-4, June, gonna be gone.
Todd He's like, hey guys, are you talking about this building?
No, he's been doing it for years. He made my dad disappear.
Yeah. No, Patricio, your life choices did.
Yeah. So that was you. That was you, mm-hmm. Patricio. What was the year you met? You walked up on Pops and then you just waited across the street. What year was it?
That was.
Where have you been? When you come home, you gotta sit all alone.
Yeah, that was a little bit past 2002.
Oh man, so get out of here! We already lost the Trade Center, man. Yeah. You worried about your life?
Yeah. So 2002, Patricio, Magician of the Year, made his father disappear.
And like that, my dad had another son.
Oh. Hey, have you heard a story about Brian McKnight?
No, what happened?
So apparently he's not. He doesn't conversate with his real kids, right? And from his first marriage, and his son name is Brian McKnight Jr. And he has a daughter, and he's like, I don't really take care of him because they just want me to take care of them and smoke weed. So he got married, and she had a daughter, and he was on Instagram like, yo, this is my child. I love her to death. She's my rock. She's making me a girl dad. Then he had another son and named this dude Brian McKnight Jr.
Oh my God.
Fire.
How is that possible, bro?
They just redid it, man. He said, new year, new me, new family. You know?
Somebody said that Brian McKnight started back at 1. Like,
yeah. It's a reboot, Ken. He's like, I want to reboot Brian McKnight Jr.
Is he Junior? What is he?
No, he's just Junior, Brian McKnight Jr. And the other one's just not anymore.
Yeah, like, two juniors cancel each other out.
What if he renamed his the old one the third?
Oh,
he's like, I'm Junior. This little one's got a chance. You just
so little Junior, the big joker.
And bam. Hey, before the break, though, we were talking about the similar thing. We were talking about artists. Are they as influential? Do you feel that artists are as influential as they used to be, like musical performing artists? And I know that their music's still a big deal, and we still see artists now selling out bigger forums than before. But do you feel like rappers and pop artists set the trend for fashion and style as much as they used to? You got kids, Ken, so you see it more than us.
100%. Especially in hip hop. I can't speak for pop and country and that, but in hip hop, hip hop raises black men and some black women in our community. Like, we didn't grow up with a father, so LL Cool J and Rakim and Big Daddy Kane was our daddies and big brothers. So we dressed like them, we danced like them. You know, Biggie taught you how to go talk to a girl, you know what I'm saying, while she at the bar talking to another dude. You know what I mean? Like, that was for us. But then you look at our kids, these artists wear skinny jeans, these kids got skinny jeans. These artists popping pills, these kids popping pills. You know what I'm saying? We were smoking blunts and drinking 40s. They doing Oxy, fentanyl, lean.
Fentanyl. Y'all know I like that.
Dude, man. Now I feel like the music will always, for the black culture, always be there for us. And we're always going to copy these kids were going out here getting $300, $400, $500 Yeezys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for us, hip hop, I don't know what it is about hip hop in our community, bro. If hip hop told a kid right now, put some doo-doo on your head, it'll make you cool.
You don't need a hip hop. You don't need a hip hop song to do that. A TikTok challenge to do it for you nowadays.
You just see a kid with all the flies around his head.
Yeah, TikTok will too, but I feel like in the black community, hip hop still has a hold on the black
It
community
has
when it
more.
comes to trends and stuff.
I feel like it has a more positive influence on the community. However, with TikTok itself, it just challenges people to be as stupid as they can.
Now, what about Patricia in the EDM world and stuff like that? Like, are there artists that really influence like the culture, the fashion, the style, or do you just go to the spirit world whenever you want and put on some butterfly wings and just like whatever?
It's you go to the Spirit. Why don't you put on some butterfly wings? Like I was at his concert this past weekend, and yeah, we had this girl who had these long LED wing lights, and she was just doing her. The style itself, the lifestyle itself, the culture itself is just it just keeps evolving. This is what we had. These were the hippies of the of back in the day. They just look tight. They look cuter, much cleaner, and way better looking.
And them hippies back in the day gave you the booty quicker.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You were just like, yo, I hate
Yeah.
the war in Vietnam and I love Medgar Evers. You trying to do this or what, yo?
But no, I
He
mean,
said Medgar Evers, bro.
That man, woof, sad. You wanna go in the van or
Yeah.
whatever?
I remember growing up and hip hop itself, having the influence on me. I had my Timberlands, I drank my
Yeah.
Alizé, my Hypnotic and stuff
Bro,
like that.
I don't like I can't speak for any other genre of music that influences a community the way hip hop does. And I know y'all know James in here, so y'all already know what we talking about. So just go stay with us for the whole hour. But am I right, Miguel? You
No.
a hip hop dude.
No,
There's
yeah.
no-
I mean,
there's no music out there. And if you're listening to us, comment and let us know. Maybe I don't listen to country music, so I can't tell you how country music would make me feel. You know
no,
what I mean?
I tell you this though, but there's more people I believe who listen to country music who still listen to hip hop, and hip hop you've met those country boys that are a little influenced by hip hop. Like, it's a country boy and he's got a truck and everything, but it's on Dayton's, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like hip hop had this rebelliousness to it. I mean, I always feel like this hip hop is it's an amalgamation of things like R&B, rock, definitely punk music, like it's all in there. And I think I think one of the things about hip hop was it has this angst. And when you're a young man or a young woman and you're in those formidable teen years, that angst, you feed into that, there's like we talked about songs before. There's songs before where the beat will come on and I'm like, no, Miguel, you're civilized now,
I'll say this about country music. I think it does influence a lot of them because I've been to, like, you do Ocala,
Yeah.
and then you do a comedy show, and afterward it just turns into a country bar, and everybody there got a cowboy hat, tight jeans.
They know
on,
the dances
the
too,
boots.
man.
Let me tell you something. White people cannot dance unless it's a line.
Yeah, and then they go
If
nuts.
it's a line dance, they are killing it, bro. But tell them to do the stanky leg. They'll tell their whole rotator cuff up.
And then they can remember all the line dance moves. Like, and they know all the remixes to them and everything. Yeah, I think that's because black people killed the line dance in a sense when you got stuff like the electric slide and the Cuban shuffle. But white people have a line dance to every song. There'll be a hip hop song. They're like, oh, it's Put On for Your City. I put on. And you're like, yo. That's why they're always so worrisome, because I'm like, they have to be having meetings because they all know this stuff.
I've gone to Cowboys so many times and I lose my step. I don't know how every single one of them have downloaded the same program.
Yeah.
And they're literally in sync.
It's like after Tucker Carlson, they're like, all right, guys, let's all get on real quick and work on our dances. Come on now.
I think the reason why hip hop has been able to do what it does over the past few decades, I mean, it's the versatility that it has. It's been able to evolve over time and encompass different subgenres of the music game itself.
And it's such a young form of music, compared to so many other things. I mean, hip hop's, besides EDM, I can only think of like hip hop and EDM being these major musics that are pretty young,
Yeah, because EDM is how old? Because hip hop's just hit 50. And I know 50 is young for music.
Yeah.
So what's EDM?
I would say EDM because
around the same,
evolving from techno itself, I would say, probably about 40, 45 years old, because you had computer sounds coming from the the mid 80s with the I'm trying to remember the name of that.
The synthesizer.
Synthesizer. There you go.
Synthesizer is the sexy. Hey, when some '80s synth comes on, it's like, I always feel like we're about to take over a warehouse for a drug crew.
They say EDM can. They kind of take it from disco. Pop got popular in the late 70s. They said, but the EDM came about 2017.
Wow. So like electric music.
That's what Google say. But Google could be wrong.
Google.
Then another one says 90s EDM. So it looks like it was probably like late 70s.
So what happens is you start talking to Patricio and guys who are fans of like EDM and stuff, and we don't know any better. So we're like, and they're like, that's trap, bro. That's house. Well, that's Chicago house trap, bing bong. And you're like, I don't know.
Bing bong.
Well, that's the thing. I'm from the '80s. I've seen the evolution of techno, house, EDM, all these kinds of just music itself. Because if you go back to the '90s, Robert Miles' "Children" was like by far one of the biggest techno songs of the '90s.
Was it bigger than Darude's Sandstorm? I remember that one. I was like, all right, these white people got something here. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta report this at the next meeting.
Hold on, what song is that?
Sandstorm by Darude. If you hollered at a white girl in like 1999 or 2000 or so, you knew this song.
Okay.
Something like a video game level.
Yeah, that's the song the DJ put on so he can go to the bathroom.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go do a dookie real quick.
Because that song's 17 minutes long, bro.
He's like, in case of anything, man, I got Bohemian Rhapsody sped up, but that's still 19 minutes. Hey, I was this, leaning into hip hop, and we've got a couple minutes before we go into commercial, but leaning into hip hop. Did you guys know that there is a play of New Jack City, stage play, and it's coming here to Orlando? New Jack City, the play.
I can't wait.
Are you gonna go? You gonna take the lady?
If I ain't got nothing going on, I would love to go see it. Because from what I heard, they pretty much got like,
they got Alan Payne and Tretch in it.
And I heard somebody else is supposed to be in it that's kind of big. But yeah, I'm gonna go check it out.
Did you ever think in your lifetime, New Jack? So here's the deal too. The guy, oh God, is it Jacarius Johnson or Jacarius something? He's the producer of it. He did, and I didn't know this. I Googled this. I found out he did Two Can Play It That Way. He made that a play. And he made a play of Set It Off. There is a play of Set It Off. Yeah. And now he's doing, and then the third play that he's going to do after this, I don't know. This one, he must have just been able to buy the rights for like $19. If you remember Baps with Halle Berry. Yeah. That's in the $5 bin at Walmart right now.
That movie's so bad, bro.
So bad. And he's making a stage play of it. So when we come back from commercials, I want to ask you guys, if you had to make a movie from your youth that you love, classic, but you had to make it a play and a musical, what movie would you make? We'll come back with that on Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host this evening, Miguel Colon Jr., joining virtual studio with Ken Miller and Patricio. And guys, remember, you can always listen to all our past and previous episodes on the iHeart app. All of our episodes, I think we have like something like 800 episodes. Yeah, they're all available on there. Yeah, look up Baby Dropbox. If this is the first episode you heard, you want to go back through our catalog and see what we can do, look up Baby Dropbox and then go listen to everything else, because Baby Dropbox is our opus. Okay, that is just where we nailed it.
Baby Dropbox, Toki Valentino, Kenny's Grocery Store. Yeah. Man, the Omelet Station.
There's fire.
No, it's
invented in the early 70s.
Man, we got some, bro.
Hey, before the commercial break, though, we got a little fire. What's up, Patricio?
No, I was gonna say, like, I've been talking to a buddy of mine who's an artist, and I played him the clip of the Tokyo Valentino. He wants to turn that into like a little comic strip, like, animate it into a video.
Listen, you tell him, knock it out. I'm with that. Tokyo Valentino needs to live forever, and we're gonna get canceled for it, so that's fun too. Every now and then we do a show, and I just put my headphones up. I'm like, well, I really loved doing this, but that's the one.
Now, the show I thought was gonna get us was the basketball.
Oh, we're talking about the you playing the game against
the
soft R's.
Soft R's.
Yeah.
I said this. I think this might be the one, yo.
Every now and then, I'm
This
like,
might be the one.
ooh. I feel like if any one of us makes it really big, we have a pact. We got to, like, I'm going to call up Casey. Get rid of every real last episode I did.
Yo, burn the heart. Hey, so we about to talk about it soon. Hey, you got burn the Carter.
Burn the Carter, yo.
Yo, you got to set everything on fire. Take the stuff from the hard drive. Go $1 million a day business in rubble.
Yeah. Casey going to be standing there, our engineer producer. He's going to be like, I burnt all the hard drives, and I'm going to be like Terminator 2. But Casey, there's still one left. I'm going to point to his head. Like, you still know.
Son, yo, and he going to be on his knees like,
yeah.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I my brother's keeper?
Yes, I am. Pop.
Hey, if you don't know those references, we're referencing New Jack City, which is now going to be here. I think it's going to be at the Dr. Phillips Center, New Jack City to play. If you've never seen New Jack City, it's a crime drama featuring Wesley Snipes, Ice-T, Chris Rock is in it, Alan Payne is in it, Judd Nelson's in it, and it's this 90s crime drama that's so 1990s. Everything about it just is about that age group and genre. And it's a story of this drug lord, Nino Brown, who runs an apartment complex called the Carter, and he's moving dope out of there. And it's a cops and robbers story where they send a cop, Ice-T, to infiltrate him. And it's great. But it's never something that I thought they would turn into a stage play. Like, you know that every scene, because New Jack City used to have these 4 dudes standing outside like a burning garbage can. So you know that's going to be like the cutaways in the play, just cutting like an R&B track. And it's not a musical. At first I was dying. I hoped it was a musical so bad. But it's not a musical. They just say that they play the music from New Jack City through it. But my question is, if you could take any movie from like your childhood that you would never expect to make to a stage play and turn it into a stage play and into a musical, what would you take? And I have one. I would take Juice. And I would make it
musical.
Juice the musical, but I would make it real West Side Story too, like written by some like older white Jewish dude. He's like, I'll do Juice the musical. I got it. Who's got the juice? I got the juice. They say he does it. Who's that? Tupac? You know, like we should never have robbed that bodega. Boom. You know. Because I mean, that's what I would want. I would want this over campy Juice. You know, with like Wayne Brady playing Pac's character, you know, and Alfonso Ribeira playing Omar Epps' character.
Because it has to be somebody that can sing and dance.
Sing and dance, yeah. I need it to be like,
dance.
There's like a whole scene with no words. It's just like after they rob the bodega and kill the dude, you just see Alfonso Ribeira's like, burn, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, you know. Juice the musical, man. What do you got, Patricio? You can turn something from your childhood or from the 90s into a play that's a musical.
I would say let's turn Scarface the musical starring Neil Patrick Harris.
Scarface the musical would be fire. And then once again, it's like, ba-da! He's got the cocaine. Ba-da! Ba-da!
Just do a techno remix to Yayo, that entire cutscene.
Who would you put as Manny? You're casting it. You got Neil Patrick Harris as Tony Montana. Who do you got?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda as Manny. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
No. Like the possibilities are endless. And Frank, I would have played by Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman plays Frank. Yeah. That's good. And then you got to think of the kind of actors who would be drawn to this. Like, where does Nathan Lane fit in this? You know, like, where am I going to put Nathan Lane in Scarface?
Nathan Lane plays one of the Sosa brothers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nathan Lane. Nathan Lane's on the phone with him. Tony, I thought I told you a long time ago. Never to F me, you F, butter. And then Alvira is played by Selena Gomez. Hey, Patricio's camera got frozen because his idea was so stupid. They were just like, no.
He really froze. He's such a dweeb, bro.
Dork. One of his 17 roommates came in the house. Like, keep it down, Patricio.
Yeah.
Cobbling shoes in the sweatshop.
Hey, you know you got that many roommates. The Wi-Fi ran out.
Yeah. Who here's watching the new Transformers movie on bootleg? Come on, I'm trying to work. Ken, you got to do a musical.
Oh, Menace to Society.
Menace to Society,
the musical, bro. Ooh. But the thing is, I want everybody that was in it to play because they all still alive.
Yeah, and Lorenz Tate, I'm pretty sure he could dance.
Yeah.
I know that Kane, the dude who played Kane, he was in the Rhythm Nation video.
Yeah.
so he could still do it.
Yo, you got Jada Pinkett in there.
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey's still alive. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. MC8.
MC8, yeah.
MC8 already in there,
Yeah.
man. Oh, bro,
Yeah.
come on. Dog,
Yeah.
I love it. That'd be my Menace to Society, the musical, bro.
That'd be hard.
That'd be my joint right there.
Starring
And
the original
even if they didn't
cast.
make it as a musical, if they did Menace to Society to play, I would go watch that because that's what is still one of my favorite '90s movies of all time.
Do you know this? And I had the Menace to Society VHS tape. And if you watch at the end of the VHS tape, the Hughes brothers kind of break down the movie. Menace to Society was their attempt to do sort of a shot-for-shot Goodfellas. Like they talk about it afterwards. They introduce all the gangster characters. The movie starts out with a flashback, just like Goodfellas starts out with in the middle of the movie that's going to flash to the past.
Mhm.
They introduce the crew the same way. Kane is basically Henry Hill's character, the in the middle gangster. Robert De Niro's character is now AWACS, being played by MC8, and then Tommy, the wild crazy one from Goodfellas, is O-Dog. And it's the story of a gangster in just his gangster world. And they talk about how the same way Goodfellas doesn't really have an overlying plot. It's just a story of gangsters doing gangster stuff. And that's the same thing with Menace. It's just a story of gangsters doing gangster stuff. And it just, at the end, it's not like a bad guy that chases them through the whole movie. It's just a bad decision at the end that comes back to him.
Yeah.
So it was really good. It was really good, man. I always enjoyed watching that because I really loved Goodfellas as a kid. And then as I watched Menace to Society, especially when they did the intro, and they're like, there was Chauncey and AWACS. That's the same as in the beginning of Goodfellas when they're going through and sort of interviewing all the characters.
Yeah, now that I'm watching both of them in my head, I can see that now. I never knew that. I can see that now, man.
There's only 4 minutes left of the show, guys, and you think we can't add more hip hop. But I got one more thing. Praz from the Fugees just got arrested, guys. He got arrested for money laundering and a conspiracy to sort of sway votes. Here's my question. Let me kind of sum it up. I found this out. The guy's name is Joe Lowe. He's a Malaysian businessman. He's like 41 years old. He's a billionaire. And he was using Praz to sort of funnel money through, and Praz's job was to sort of backdoor deal make for this guy. The trial went on, and Leo DiCaprio was one of the witnesses. It was wild, and Praz got convicted of 10 counts, and he's looking at years. Like they're talking 20. I think there's undoubted evidence here, though, that Joe Lowe, the Malaysian businessman, he's only 41 years old. You know he's a hip hop head because no one else would be like, yo, I know who can help me. Prozwell from the Fugees. And then they were like, Praz was going to use his influence to get to Barack Obama and Donald Trump. So, you know, he's been in Malaysia too long. He hadn't got no new music in a while. And he's like, I bet you Praz, with all that juice he has, could get Barack Obama to get something done for me.
What was the dude running for? What office?
Oh, no. So Praz was convicted of like trying to get these people to like agree with certain past laws and do all this stuff. And Joe Lowe, this guy, he's just a Malaysian billionaire. He's like got this foundation which is called like the 1MDB, which is one Malaysian. I can't remember the rest of it. I thought it was IMDb at first. I was like, yo, this thing goes deep. Like IMDb is trying to get the president to be like, yo, just say it. Air Force One's the best movie ever. Say it, you know?
Well, it's crazy because like that actually happened here in the U.S., but like there wasn't no money laundering. Just, you know, Donald Trump trying to use Kanye to use sway votes.
You don't use Kanye. You just set Kanye in motion and see what happens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Kanye's basically, imagine dipping a bat in oil, lighting it on fire, and just letting it fly and burn. That's Kanye, okay?
Yes, I'm reading the story now. That's crazy.
Who goes to Praz?
He took a $20 million payment from this dude because buddy wanted to get a picture with Barack Obama.
Yeah. You think Praz is going to get you closer to Obama? Like, I go to Joey Badass or somebody at least that, you know?
Like, if you like, the first person you should go to is Jay-Z.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first rapper you should go. Jay-Z said, I got Obama on the text.
Yeah.
He had Oprah on the stoop drinking quarter water. Like, good, listen to Jay-Z's song. He got Obama phone number.
Because I can imagine when he called Praz got his apron on, his cigarette handling, he's washing the dish. He's like, you give me $20 million. Hey, Praz, hurry up with that. Hey, Cody, I'm on the phone, man. Come on, let me do this. I'm on my break. The steak and ale ain't gonna fall apart if I can't get these dishes washed.
What's the thing that you celebrities can call you on?
Cameo?
Yeah, he called Praz doing a cameo. Praz like, man, I'm doing a cameo right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
man,
Praz.
this your boy Low. I'm trying to see Obama. I got 20 million. Man, hold on. Let me hang up on this cameo.
You know how much pressure he was under? He was like, here's $20 million. Can you get me Barack Obama? He's like, bro, I can't get Tommy Mottola on the phone, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
he couldn't get Wyclef on the phone.
He's like, bro, you know which one I am from the Fugees, right?
Yo.
Did you confuse which one I was?
Yo, he couldn't get Maya on the phone.
He couldn't get Peter Guns on the phone, yo.
He couldn't get nobody from the Ghetto Superstar song on the phone. Nobody from the movie Bullworth. He couldn't get nobody, bro.
Nobody from Sister Act 2.
No, you went to Praz, bro.
Yo, you know this dude's just such a hip hop head. He's like, you know, guys, when I was trying to influence the American politics, I thought to myself, who's the man that holds the keys to everything in American music? Proswell. And they're like, Joe, I've been telling you, bro, there's been new music. I'm a Fuji fan till I die. I support them in everything they do. They're going to get back together.
Oh, man.
Someone please call 911. That's Wyclef. Still, he was with the group. Yeah, because I can't think of a Praz track besides Ghetto Superstar.
That's all I know is Ghetto Superstar.
Praz can't get his own management on the phone. You imagine he was calling him up. Hey, CMA, somebody answer the phone. I got $20 million and I got to get Obama on the phone. And they're like, Praz, kid, I love you. You should have taken that Taco Bell deal I threw you. This is out of the league for you, kid. Okay? Give this one to Jigga. Okay? Give this to Jay. This is a Jay play. Okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, guys, we got to go wrap it up, man. But Ken, where are you going to be this weekend?
Nowhere this weekend, but Thursday night I'm at the Orlando Improv for May the 4th Be With You comedy show. We'll be roasting Darth Vader. Use the code word GEEK and get up to 4 free tickets. Patricio, where are you going to be this week?
This Friday, I'm going to be at the Thornton Park Cinco de Mayo Block Party. Come check out Golden Eye Entertainment and mine 360 camera booth, free for everyone who comes up.
That's right. On behalf of myself, Ken Miller, James Young, Patricio, and Proswell from the Fugees, available on Cameo for $9.99. Put it on his commissary. Want y'all have a good night. Ken, tell him what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Peace.